Hey guys, how's it going? OPB here, coming at you with a quick video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Link to my Patreon is down below. Subscription starts at $1 per month. If you can't afford $1 a month, you probably shouldn't be watching this video or any other YouTube video. You should probably be out there beating feet and getting a job. Okay? So, topic that my wife asked me the other day. She's, again, if you back channel, not really into preparedness. I'm the one that's into preparedness, which is normally how it goes. From my experience with people who are into preparedness, there is normally one person in the relationship that is into preparedness and one that is not. Or one that is more heavy into it and the other one who is not. Now, my wife is extremely smart. She is very, very smart. I am also smart, obviously, but she's very medical science smart. She's got a master's degree in medicine and stuff like that. First responder, instructor, you name it, right? Me, on the other hand, I'm a grease monkey, okay? I'm very mechanically smart, mechanically inclined, a tinkerer, a fixer of things, and I am very into geopolitics, which is why I'm into preparedness. The world is effed up. Okay? So the opinion of what I'm seeing is just from your blue-collar worker that's well-educated in history and can see the writing on the wall. I've had that question asked to me a couple times, like, what would you know, right? Well, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes, as Mark Twain says, right? So if you back channel, you're going to see a couple of World War III updates. Earlier on, I said that the Russians would try to take the eastern half of Ukraine and stop just outside of a couple dozen kilometers or so on the opposite side of the Dnieper River. I was wrong on that, as I think most of us were. They want the whole thing. And looking back at history, it makes perfect sense. The Romans, the Germans in the Second World War, right? Napoleon. They all attacked through the one bit of flat land in Europe, leading to Moscow. And that is the area between the Balkan Seas, where the Balkan states are there, right across to the Carpathian mountain range. That's mostly flat, open ground. Prime combat location for long-range engagements. The Russian 125mm smoothbore gun, right? The American 120. Well, technically it's a German gun manufactured by America, but it's a Rheinmetall. And before that, it was a British gun, the L7 105. Right? Long-range engagements, artillery, rocket artillery. Russia is very heavy into rocket artillery because they know the effectiveness of it from the Katyusha rockets during the Second World War. So my wife asked me, where do I see this thing going? I've been gathering intel, and that's why I haven't posted too many videos, and really studying this and where I see it going. I now believe that the Russians are not going to stop at part of Ukraine. The British, there you go, there's words for you. The British Ministry of Defense posted a map earlier today. Today is March 3rd, 2022. Of where the Russians have occupied in the Ukraine. It's very clear what their moves are. They want it all. They want all of it. Over the years, NATO has been getting closer and closer and closer to the Russian border. It wouldn't surprise me if within the next couple of months, at the time of this making of this video, which is March 3rd, 2022, if Sweden and Finland join NATO, it would not surprise me at all. Finland goes right border to border with Russia. Norway has a little bit on the top end, who's a NATO country, and Sweden smack dab there in the middle. I think that should Finland and Sweden join NATO, that's when the Russians are going to move against NATO. Once they take the Ukraine, I think they're going to go after Moldova, personally speaking. I think they're going to start annexing parts of Moldova. That way that'll give them the buffer right up to Romania, which is also a NATO country. That being said, what do I foresee right now? What do I see happening right now? I think next year we're going to start seeing food shortages. I think we're going to see increases in price of grain. I think it's somewhere between the range of 15 to 20% of the world's grain is exported from Russia and the Ukraine. That's a big portion, guys. There was a foiled assassination attempt today on the Ukrainian Prime Minister or President, whatever they have. Things are heating up. It's sadly, I think, going to turn into, if not a world war, at least a very heavy proxy war. At the time of this video, that 40 kilometer long convoy is still in standstill, pretty much, in Belarus and heading towards Kiev, right? They're just sitting there. Now, a lesson that from history that my dad brought up: flying tigers, right? American pilots flying under the Chinese Air Force during the Second World War against the Japanese. Technically, they were flying for the Chinese Air Force, right? So, hypothetically, Flying Tigers 2.0. What if a couple of Air National Guard A-10s were to hypothetically fly under the Ukrainian Air Force? Hypothetically. I'm just going to leave that at that. I hope I'm not the only one that's thought about that. But again, you can learn a lot from history. On the opposite side, Russians got away with it in Korea, putting their best pilots in MiG-17s and MiG-15s. They got away with it in Vietnam by putting their pilots into MiG-21s, MiG-19s, right? What's to say we can't do it now? Just a little tidbit of information. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. remember, ring that little bell icon. And there's a link to my Patreon down below. Thanks for watching. LPB out.